Chapter 13. Prestige Presence, Commanding Rooms, Reputations, and Returns. Section 1. The Aura Before the Arrival. C.S. quote, "True presence precedes you. By the time you arrive, the room has already felt the shift." Subtitle: The Power of Mythic Entrance, Commanding Spaces Without a Word. Immersive Opening Story. She stood in the elevator, silent, wrapped in midnight velvet. It wasn't her beauty or the cut of her dress, it was the hush that seemed to follow her. As the doors slid open, the energy in the penthouse shifted. Conversation paused, heads turned, some slowly, some as if they'd already felt her coming. She took her time. Each step was both invitation and command. No apologies, no rush, no need to prove. Even those who didn't know her name felt it. Someone of consequence had arrived. Big idea, vision plus instruction. Prestige is not about being known, it is about being felt. Before a word is spoken, your presence establishes the standard. In the highest circles, mythic women don't take attention, they make it inevitable. Their reputation walks in before they do. How to turn this idea into real-life success, step by step, layered. 1. Craft your entrance ritual. Before entering any space, pause for 3 breaths at the threshold. Set your intention. I am the standard. I shape the room. Adjust your posture. Head high, shoulders back, steady breathing. Feel your energy expand outward. Touch your chosen anchor, a ring, a scent, a mantra card, as a physical reminder of your presence. Do this in every space, even private or virtual. Make it an automatic muscle memory. 2. Master pre-event influence. Text or call one peer or ally in the room before you arrive. Set a positive echo in advance. This creates a whisper network that amplifies your name. Let your reputation circulate before you step in. Subtle cues like someone mentioning your upcoming arrival or recalling a signature move build anticipation and elevate your perceived value. Share a signature quote, story, or win in advance. Let it precede the room. 3. Walk in with purposeful stillness. Don't rush. Let your presence fill the doorway before you move. Allow silence to stretch, drawing eyes and attention. Stillness is magnetic power. Make your first movement intentional. A nod, a smile, a simple greeting. Fewer moves, more impact. Time your first words for effect. Let others feel the weight of your silence and watch who adjusts to you. 4. Audit the room. Pause for a moment and observe who is watching, who shifts, who stiffens, who relaxes. Notice who adjusts their behavior in your presence. This is your real status check. Every powerful woman does her own energy scan before she engages. Adjust your energy to either uplift or disarm as needed. Note where you hold the most gravity in the room, who watches, who imitates, who whispers. 5. Reinforce the legend after. Exit with the same presence as your arrival. Every closing moment is a preview for your next return. Follow up with a thank you or a signature gesture to reinforce your mythic status. A handwritten note, a rare compliment, or an inside joke with an ally. Have a signature exit move, one last look, a word or gesture that anchors you as the legend even after you've left. Daily prestige practice. Practice entering every space, office, cafe, even your own home with the same ritual. Make presence a habit, not a performance. Build a presence journal to track the effect of your entrances and exits every day. Red flags and green lights, micro scenarios. Red flag. You feel the need to explain why you belong. Your energy contracts, you apologize, you diminish yourself. Red flag. You rush your entrance, avoid eye contact, or look to others for cues. Green light. People pause, conversations shift, others mirror your posture or speech. You notice admiration, even in silence, curiosity, or positive nervousness. Green light. Someone approaches you first, not the other way around. Red flag, upgrade. You break your own ritual out of self-doubt or try to adjust your presence for someone else's approval. Green light, upgrade. The room gets quieter as you enter. People position themselves near you, or you are referenced before you speak. Velvet responses, field dialogue. When greeted at the door, "Thank you for having me. Let's make this an evening to remember." If questioned or tested, "I let my presence speak first, the rest always follows." If complimented on presence, presence is cultivated, not performed. I'm glad it reached you. If pressured to perform, "Tonight I'm here to witness as much as to be witnessed." Presence begins in the pause. If asked how you command the room, consistency, ritual, letting my absence speak as loudly as my entrance. Signature ritual, fully layered. The threshold pause. Before you step through any door, close your eyes and repeat, "I enter as the legend, not the guest." Anchor with a physical gesture, hand to heart, touch to jewelry, breath to scent, to trigger your elevated state. Practice anchoring this ritual before big calls, virtual meetings, or key digital moments. Legendary presence is not just in person. Power mistake, expanded. Trying to outperform or outshine with noise instead of letting your silence and stillness do the work. Prestige is diluted by chasing attention. Instead, let it come to you. Mistake is apologizing for presence, explaining your worth, or letting others rush you out of ritual. Correction, pause, reset, reclaim the tempo. Your pace is the standard. Anti-law, reversal with instructions. If you're entering an environment with hostile or competitive energy, sometimes the most powerful move is to observe in silence and speak last. Mystery amplifies power when the room expects you to perform. Instructions and application. Stay on the periphery. Enter but do not step into the center or seek attention. Take a seat or position near the edge, giving you the best vantage point to observe power dynamics. Let the social dynamics play out. Watch who speaks first, who interrupts, who looks for approval, who keeps the group's focus. Don't rush to participate. See how the room organizes itself in your silent presence. Identify the real gatekeepers and subtle influencers. These are not always the loudest. Often they are the ones others check in with for subtle cues. In silence, notice whose opinions quietly sway the group. Use the power of strategic silence. When addressed, respond with brevity. Hold eye contact, then pause before answering. A slow nod, a considered glance, or a withheld comment builds more curiosity than immediate engagement. When you do speak, do so with focus and brevity. Limit your first words to a question, a direct observation, or a concise statement. Example, "I'm still taking in the room," or "I'll offer my thoughts after hearing more perspectives." Be the observer among performers. While others compete for the spotlight, remain composed, attentive, and just out of reach. People are drawn to what they cannot easily access. This makes you mythic and unpredictable. If your presence is challenged, use the pause and question. Instead of defending or explaining yourself, let silence stretch. If pressed, "Is there a reason you want my attention?" Or, "I find it powerful to listen before I speak." Let your unpredictability and restraint be what is whispered after you leave. Record how people react in your journal. Did they pursue your approval, seek your insight, or simply talk about your restraint? How did this affect your status? Peer or protégé voices, many vignettes, expanded. She doesn't just walk in, she arrives. Even her silence is unforgettable. I watched her stand at the edge of the room. She didn't say a word, and yet within 5 minutes the energy shifted to orbit her. I tried to imitate her ritual. What I learned is that true presence can't be faked. You have to earn it with discipline. It's the exit that made her unforgettable. Even her absence changed the mood. Reflection or journaling prompt, multi-layered. When was the last time you felt your presence shift a room? What ritual or anchor did you use before entering? What did you observe about who noticed you first and how others responded? Where do you feel you could amplify or refine your entrance ritual for even greater effect? How did your exit echo in the room after you left?
Mantra/affirmation expanded. I am the legend in every room. My presence speaks first. My reputation echoes after. Presence is my signature. Absence is my legend. Stillness is my superpower. I let the room rise to meet me. Legacy move. Practical, fully detailed. Leave a subtle mark in every space, a phrase, a look, a gesture, that becomes your invisible signature. Let people remember you after you've gone. Develop a signature exit move, word, gesture, or scent, and record each time someone references it later. Track your legendary marks in a legacy ledger. Setback/what if you slip? Expand it. If you catch yourself shrinking, apologizing, or chasing attention, pause, anchor, breathe. Remind yourself, presence is reclaimed with every breath. Step into a quiet space, close your eyes, do the 3-breath ritual, then re-enter the room or the moment with new intent. Record in your presence journal how quickly you reset. Presence stacking ritual with all details and instructions. Pre-event intention, desired outcome, one signature impression. Take 5 minutes to visualize the energy or impact you want to leave. Write it in a journal or create a legendary intention card. Signature scent/accessory charged with mantra. Select and charge a scent or item for events. As you put it on, repeat your mantra. Make this a sacred step, not routine. Power playlist and mirror rehearsal. Use empowering music as you get ready. Practice slow, intentional movement and posture in the mirror. Rehearse your signature greeting until it's effortless. Text to ally or mentor pre-event. Message a friend or mentor, stepping into legend mode tonight. Invite accountability and energy support. Visualization in transit. Energy enters first. On your way, close your eyes and picture the room's energy shifting before you walk in. Early arrival and room mapping. Who's the alpha? Who clusters? Who observes? Who ignores? Early arrival and map the social terrain, and choose your first position based on power flows, not by default. Threshold pause, anchor, 3-breath entrance. At the door, pause, breathe 3 times, then enter with presence. Log how the room reacts after. Mastery toolkit, quick reference, fully expanded. Ritual, the threshold pause, rehearse in all contexts. Drill, presence journal, log each entrance, reactions, energy, red/green flags, and what you'd amplify or correct next time. Velvet responses TM. Practice your custom lines for every key scenario. Red/green flag check. List the red and green flags after every event. Did the room adapt to you? Legacy ledger. End of week, review all marks left, feedback received, and new invitations or references. Peer audit. Ask for feedback from a trusted peer or mentor. Log insights and upgrades. Presence practice. Make this a daily ritual, not just for big events. Mythic Entrance Field Casebook. Real-world vignettes. Field Report 1. At a gala, a woman arrives quietly, pauses at the door, then glides to the host with calm certainty. Later, 3 high-value guests seek her out. A business deal is discussed before dessert. Field Report 2. At a club, another guest enters loudly, cracking jokes and hugging everyone in sight. She gets attention, but fades from memory by midnight, while the quiet arrival's name is still whispered. Field Report 3. A woman arrives early to an event, spends 15 minutes observing the flow, then makes a targeted entrance, timed when a key ally is in view. Her mere presence flips the energy, and she becomes the anchor for others' conversations. Room mapping and influence audit worksheet. Checklist for post-entry audit. Who's the natural leader? Who mirrors? Who seeks or avoids? Who ignores? Signature exit move. Velvet exit response. I always leave a little early so the memory stays sharp. Exit audit log. What impression do you want to leave?
Who will talk about you after? What's your legacy gesture? Micro mistake correction drills. If you catch a leak, pause, ground, repeat. Power is in the pause. Peer audit/reputation upgrade. After every event, debrief with a trusted ally or mentor. What did they notice? What would they amplify or adjust next time? Monthly reputation review log. Elite Presence Challenge Series. Week 1, Mythic Entrance. Practice your full ritual in any environment. Journal every shift or reaction. Week 2, Stillness and Observation. Speak less, hold silence, observe group power. Log every dynamic change. Week 3, Signature Scent/accessory integration. Charge your item, note reactions, and your own internal state. Week 4, Legendary Exit Moves. Make every exit intentional. Log all echoes, references, and legacy marks. Bonus, Peer Debrief. Weekly, review your results and ask your peer or mentor for direct, actionable feedback. Power questions for the room. Who sets the standard here? What do I want whispered after? What gesture or phrase will be legend? Advanced reflection/journaling prompts. Who did you influence without speaking? What would be your highlight reel? When did the room adjust to you?